Data room here real soon. Yeah. On TikTok, it doesn't let you pick from many options. Yeah, I thought it was the best I had to choose from. But yeah, thanks. I like that it's at least bright. I am on Twitch and Kick as well, under the same name, Mana Maiden 1723. But it's a little different looking over there. I wish I could make it look like that over here, but it just doesn't unless I stream them on the same streaming app, which I don't do because I like streaming TikTok separate than those. Yeah, it's just one of those background camouflage type things. Yeah, if I move, it'll kind of move with me until I get my I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet. I just started streaming, so we'll see what I do. But I am working on moving my stuff to a different room, and I might just, have my own little background. We'll just have to see. Right now, I just have like family photo, like stuff that, I just figured a little wallpaper would be better. Green screen. A lot of people use them on TikTok. I know, yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I just might. We'll have to see what I do. But I'm definitely looking forward to having like a room with just that. But yeah, by the way, if y'all are on Twitch and stuff and y'all like that app as well, I would love a follow. I've actually learned that a lot of people I even meet on TikTok prefer Twitch. And when they found out I was on Twitch, they were like, okay, hang on, let me switch apps because I actually like that one better. I'm not really sure. Learning it all for the first time. All right, I'm going to queue again and try to grind this out. I don't want to do any quests. I'm just going to do dungeons for this one. Get it done. I guess I did the standard build and it's blinking. I don't think my weapon is imbued. Whoopsies. Oh, I guess I can't use that, but oh well, that's okay. Earth living. I don't have earth living. Fires earth living. No, I play with followers. Recently I started to, but with the expansion just coming out, I mean, I'm already busy. So it's not like I've had the time to really stop and play with other people just yet, but I do have a list of people. And I did add up like a handful of people this morning just to run dungeons with on these alts. A few people, most of the people I'm playing with right now, like if you hear me in Discord or something with someone or doing something with someone, it's someone I met from streaming. I don't have any friends really anymore since I just started playing again. But yeah, I've actually been asked that recently because I feel bad because I think people are getting offended, like, oh, you don't want to add me, I see what it is, but I've just been busy. And it really, it is hard to juggle trying to get, content done on the game. And then, yeah, it's a lot to juggle. But as soon as things settle down, I'll have a lot more time. But I mean, if anyone wants to run our alts through dungeons, I need to get to 90. So thank you for the follow. You found me. Thank you. Yeah, I have a Mistweaver. That's my main. And I'm working on the Resto Chamois. She'll probably be another main, but my Monk's gonna be like my actual main. My Rogue's probably just gonna be PvP at some point, but I really need to brush up on those skills for the Rogue. I haven't done any PvP on the Rogue, just my Mistweaver. But yeah. Playing your Shadow Priest. Love. Nice. I can't wait to play my priest. She's a hoardy. Let me adjust this real quick. Cold, what do you play? Do you have a 90? Or it doesn't take off. Looks like my frame rates are a little low. 27, dang, yeah, ouchie. So this one's the Sunwell, I think. Magister's Terrace. Oh, look at that little lag spikes I'm getting. I'm using X-Pearl, Z-Pearl. I think they switch it so much, I don't know. It might be T-Pearl. There's another, like, I have that one downloaded too because they said they're trying to bring it back. I don't know. And then I use Bartender. And Healbot. I am going to download, well, I already have it. It's just, I don't think it's functioning yet. That add-on called Cell for healing. I heard it's really good. It'll also show like extra stuff that like Healbot doesn't as far as cooldowns are concerned. Of course, I have DBM, but it doesn't work like half the time. So I don't know. And I'm using Plater, which also I've only downloaded it as of like, I guess yesterday or the day before, but it doesn't want to work half the time either. But if y'all have any suggestions, I'm open. Where we going to this boss? Hey Keith, how's it going? What are you up to today? You main druid stuff? Nice. I need to learn to tank, but I think I might try on the monk first, but we'll see. I'm nervous about learning to heal on the druid again because I feel like it's going to be different with like everyone's saying you have to kitty weave. That sounds hard, but I don't know. Oh shit, my bad. I gotta pay attention for a second. Jeez, I'm having some really low frame rates right now for some reason. I know it's the game, but it's been like this. Yesterday when I was I would log off sometimes and restart it, and each time I did, it was doing a little update type thing. So I'm guessing they're trying to fix bugs and stuff. I'll read that here in just a second. Kind of struggling for my life right now. Get off me. I'm taking too much damage. I don't know why I keep getting it. I need gear. I use Curse Forge for my add-ons. So if you don't use Curse, you should download that client. It so if you download any add-on, it'll automatically put it in your game thing, and all you have to do in your game is just hit /reload. It also will update them by itself if you have the settings set like that. But yeah, I highly recommend Curse Forge if you don't already use it. I think that's kind of like what you're basically mentioning right now is a game add-on menu to download for add-ons. I would say Curse Forge, and that's been around for a long time. Because back in the day, we used to have to go and put add-ons like in our folder, like ourselves. I think that might be what you're saying. I'm gonna keep everybody topped off because the damage is insane when it starts. If I don't, we'll definitely wipe. Yeah. Well, they definitely just tried to really, really cut back on the add-ons. So I'm not sure what else they're going to change. They did try to do their own like DBM thing, but it doesn't work either. Because it's nothing's telling me like right now the game should be telling me like to move or watch my feet, something, and it's just not. And I also should see timers. I do sometimes see timers, but it's just not working properly just yet. But yeah, they do have their own sort of DBM type thing now, supposedly. I do hope they freaking fix it. Because, yeah, I like that stuff. I'm not against add-ons by any means. I actually tend to run a lot of add-ons, sometimes like fun ones that just kind of like, you know, yeah, it's not working. Half the time, like I have DBM on now, but even then, it doesn't work half the time either. It should be alerting me to everything on all the dungeons and all the bosses. It doesn't. And then we're supposed to start raids next week, so I don't know what the heck's gonna happen. And I'd like to be told when to interrupt because I'm really struggling with that on my rogue. I mean, I guess I just need more, time, but I would, it'd be nice. Which one is it? Add-ons that I use for like Quest right now are just they're not even really for Quest. I use Handy Notes and then Rare NPC Scan. I think we're supposed to go inside here for that. Yeah. They're not it's not really for Quest, but it does help you find like items for like your professions and loot boxes and special stuff. So if y'all don't have that, you should try it. It will make your map look insane with like crap and clutter everywhere. But once you loot those things and get it, they'll disappear from your map and it'll start looking a lot better. But yeah, if you're not familiar with it, you're going to think it's nuts when you first download it. What are you using the questing add-on that you're talking about, or you just found one that you thought kind of looked nice? Tankless. Back in the day, WoW's questing stuff was literally non-existent. So I used to use Carbonite Quest, but I haven't used that. Even the last few years I played, I didn't use it. But now their questing UI isn't so bad, but it wouldn't hurt to have something better. I've never liked Blizzard's UI or the stuff they've come up with, especially the UI. You know, I just now downloaded this Z Pearl or X Pearl or whatever it's called yesterday, I think. But and the new UI isn't as bad as it used to be. It was kind of actually even growing on me, maybe. But, you know, I don't know. I just still don't really like it. I feel better with like this, which I do need to tidy up a little bit. It's, you know, I'll get there. That's okay. And they probably did remove it. They removed so many stuff, so much stuff. Even if it's there, it probably don't hurt. It's another problem. Oh, I need to download that. It's a mythic add-on for mythic dungeons, and it gives you even like when you open your map, it'll show you like ads and mobs and things to do, things to avoid. I've never used it, but I heard about it and I want to use it. I need to download that like ASAP. I should have already done it. Dang it. OG UI. I'll have to look at that. There's a little timer bar way over here on the bottom of my screen I just noticed. I wonder what the heck that's all about. And where's my freaking tank? Damn, he's way over here trying to get murked. Bro. He's run all I don't know. At least he wasn't that close to dying, because God, some tanks, they're just nuts. Bro, I have nothing to save you. Get in here. Bro, get over here. Why is the demon hunter by himself? Come on. He's over there just in his own little world fighting. Have you always played? Well, damn, I haven't played in so many years. I don't know how when they changed it, but the recent UI that Blizzard just had, it wasn't so bad. So if I had to use that, I would, you know, I could make it work. But the ones they used to have way back in the day, there's no way. I didn't even like the way it looked. Like it looked like it belonged in like the 80s or something funky. It's changed it a little bit. It looked a lot, just a little bit. It was better for sure here recently. Very similar though, but just a little better. Not as clunky either. I wish I could level faster. Yeah. Trying to remember where I'm putting my totems, but hey pants. Oh shit, my bad. Mythic dungeon tools. Okay. Yep, that's what that add-on is called. Alright, so this I think I run out with. Yeah. The map's bigger. I wish we could size stuff. Another add-on that I use and I love is the add-on called Move Anything. I really love that. I don't know where the demon hunter keeps going. Shit, they pulled the middle room. Um, I've been working on my professions. I got an alchemist, and she's a herbalist as well. I've been working on her. My enchanter and tailor, I've been kind of working a little bit on the enchanting, but not completely finishing that. And I have a leather worker and Skinner. I haven't really started hers really that much. I did take a look at it, did like the daily or whatever, and I think that's it that I'm doing right this second. Because that freaking flasks are expensive. Everything is expensive. Like everyone says, like, oh, it's so easy to make gold, blah blah blah. But and maybe that's true, but everything is so expensive. So all the golds that I make, I have to freaking spend. And when I quit playing the game, people you weren't making gold like this. It was way harder. So that's something. But yeah, a damn flask, like 900 fucking gold for what? Ain't that crazy? Or is it me? Well, I love healing. And so far I like it too, but I've only healed on my Mistweaver for some mythics, and the Chamois, she's going to be 90, and I'm just now playing her again for the first time, basically. A little bit of both pants. So yeah, but I figured if I did my alchemy, it would probably save me in the long run, where I could do my own flask. And I have no enchants on my gear just yet, which I'm gonna wait till next week anyway. But it's freaking expensive. Even the profession stuff, like just for I need one of my professional tool gear things, and one of them, if I bought it, the stuff on the auction house would cost me like 100K just for 4 items. Oh, I can't run in that line. So I'm gonna wait and try to find it and farm it myself. Um, intro profession quest. What is the intro profession quest? I was gonna make most of my alts that don't have professions. I was just gonna make them gatherers, like for mining and herbing. Oh, and I'm gonna make some tailors that way I can gather cloth. Um, yeah, but I spent a lot of gold just leveling my professions and buying crap. Even today, I made some flask and stuff that I'm gonna need. Hopefully, I can start raiding, I think, next week. Damn, in a few days. Can y'all believe it? So excited. I haven't raided in forever. Yeah, so I did some mythics at the end of the expansion here recently. I just got my rating for the mount though. I I'm hoping mythics will grow on me, but I don't enjoy them. And I'm gonna do them anyway. Definitely gonna do them to the rating, but I also just want to see how high I can push. Um, so I want to do that, but I don't enjoy it right now. I do not. But I do want to do raids. Hopefully, even find a group that's willing to try mythic raids at some point. Um, but right now, I don't like the mythic dungeons. Oh yeah, Pants. I know what quest you're talking about. Yeah, so far I took a handful of my alts, and I don't think I did that on enough of them, but some of them I did. I like set them up. I brought them to the city already. Uh, yeah, I did some of that already, but not all of them. Yeah, I figured it. Yeah, I figured I'd try to run with the same group at some point, or groups. That way you can just kind of learn people and how they play and what you can expect and when to pop this and when they pop that. Yeah, I'd rather run with the same group than pugging every single time. But I'm not against pugging either, really, especially now that I'm returning player, because I want to find people. And, the only way to find people is to play with them. So I'm not, scared to wipe a little bit or whatever. Half of the people I even know as friends or people I've raided with, which is the raid group I just found was someone that I used to raid with in their group when they were pugging a healer one time and found me, and then I became their permanent healer. And right now, the same thing's happening. They're looking for a healer, and then I'm like, hey, me. And then, yeah, go to sleep, fatty. I'm used to being up all night because I actually work nights, technically. And then I just stay up usually the rest of the morning and most of the time. But I mean, hey, even when I didn't work nights, I mean, my schedule was always like this anyway. It's all of our schedule. You just started playing again after 4 years? Awesome, bro. I haven't played with my priest yet, but I want to learn and I want to do disc. I'm gonna do all the healers for sure, like and more stuff too. I want to try everything and see what I really like. Because even when I was playing in the past, I stopped playing DPS classes and DPSing, but I want to give that a shot again too. Holy feels really good. Guess I'm gonna queue again. I was just taking a little breather. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 7 bars, and I'll be 90. It can't come fast enough. Um, Most of the things I've made with my auction, with my professions, um, I've recycled for other mats, or I'm just keeping it because I actually use it. Um, there are a few things that I don't technically need that I am going to throw in the auction house, but I don't have like stacks and stacks. Um, with the professions right now, it's kind of weird because it's like Blizzard realizes everything is so expensive now that they don't make it as difficult with mats, like getting all these mats and mats. It's not even that many mats. It's actually a really short number of mats that it takes to max out right now, but it's expensive to max out right now. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, Blizzard's very aware of what they're doing. But yeah. So I don't have a whole bunch of like potions that I don't need. I was actually working on that again tonight. Yeah, Mad Hatter. I'm running dungeons right now for my chamois just to get it done. It's only 1:30 Alaska time. I know, bro. That's cool. Let's yeah. I want to go to Alaska one day. I want to go somewhere where it's like daytime at night though, you know? And I don't know if all Alaska deals with that or if just some parts of Alaska deal with that, but that's where I want to go. And I want to see the aurora lights one day. It is on the high possibility of our list of a trip to take. This tune, she's a what is she? Oh yeah, my jewel crafter. I was feeling like I was forgetting something earlier. And then I have this tune. She's a jewel crafter, and I have kind of started, but not really, really. So I haven't really unlocked much on her just yet, but I have dabbled with it. I made a few things because I'm gonna need gems too, and I figured in the long run that'll save me gold and make me gold. So I'm doing that as well. So jewel crafting and mining, alchemy and herbalist, inscript, not inscription, enchanting and tailoring. And then I do, I have tons of other alts. I have other stuff too, but I don't think I'm going to worry about the professions. Like, I'll probably just be gathering stuff with those. Maybe I'll do inscription. I might do a little bit of all, but not right away because I do want to get like the decor items and stuff. Like I have an engineer, I have an inscriptor. Um, you know, my UI, well, I mean, you can change your UI. I'm using Healbot and I'm using the bartender add-on and I'm also using I think it's Xpearl or Zpearl, whichever one of those is the newest. The crazy part of this situation is this tank's going to come into the dungeon and just start running without any warning. You haven't played WoW in so long. I just started playing again myself. You should think of playing. Yeah, also there's a T Pearl. It's 440 for me, Giga. I'm in Texas. Oh, nice. Okay. Hour ahead. I'm definitely not scared to vote kick a tank. Like, let's go. No, I usually play right now I'm playing in all my free time pretty much. I just play I just work, sleep, and play right now. I work nights and then sometimes when I get off I'll get right back on the game before I go to sleep, which is what I did tonight. Um yeah, I usually get on in the afternoon and then I play all night until work and then I go for a little bit and I come back, play again. Yay, we got a tank. Let's go. And this one's ready. Damn, bro, give me a second. Shit. Pants, what are you up to tonight, this morning? Damn, I'm getting chilly. Uh-oh. Trying to freaking learn where I macro these damn totems to my mouse. Struggling with that. Chilly in Texas. Hey, at night it is. And in the mornings. But in the afternoon it's gonna get hot. But at least it's not summer. It'll be over 100 degrees in summer. Right now it's only 66, but there is a really good chill in the air. Because we can have a hot 66 and a cold 66. It's confusing here. But it's actually a chilly one tonight. It was been chilly all evening. Enough for like a hoodie and stuff. You didn't get it. Damn. Yeah, after I get done with this, I'm going to have to go right back into freaking dungeons doing heroics. Just for gear. And then when I get that, I'm going to have to go into freaking mythics for gear. I'm going to try to get this done before reset. Negative 20. Golly. Yeah. I don't know if I could live where it, like, live for a long period where it's cold, cold. But then again, you know, if I had the right, like, jacket and clothes for it, I guess I could, probably would, but I just don't like being cold where I can't warm myself up. Oh my God, they become daily? No freaking way. Like, is it just temporary, just for O's, or is that all mythics reset daily? Do you know? Wonder if I could have two totems down at the same time. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, it looks like it. No, I don't think I can actually. Maybe that's a talent I need to spec into. Interesting. Probably by the well, I guess it's already morning. Well, in the mornings I've been waking up here lately and it's cold. It's been like 48, 42, 48. But it warms up really quick. You know, by the afternoon it's like 80 something, probably. Or yeah, it could even be more really. In the shade it's really cold though. Today was a really perfect, nice day, but in the shade it was chilly, but almost just right. But in the sun it was freaking AF hot, bro. Uh-oh, do I have heroes? Sure, let's do it. I'm not the one just to pop hero whenever I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Is he on me? Nope, he's not. I guess that red arrow would tell me, huh? So what I learned about this bird is everyone runs into the ice and gets frozen. But the other day when I was in here, I ran behind the ice. I didn't get frozen, and he got frozen in the ice trap anyway himself and stunned. So I guess there's two ways to do it. I'm gonna try it again if I get hit with it and see if it was a glitch. But yeah, he got stunned by himself in the trap when he ran for me. Someone told me they were doing fine on their chamois, but then when they started doing mythics, they realized they needed better gear because they were running out of like cooldowns and stuff. They just couldn't keep up quite right. So I'm kind of nervous about that because it could just be a chamois thing. Because right now I'm actually like, oh, I knew it wasn't me. I was gonna say I was really struggling, but look, we're just missing stuff. Shit. There's no ice. How do we not have ice for that? No one waits for a res, and most healers never res anymore. I hate that. I literally hate that. Like a fucking healer that don't res, like it's never gonna be me. Look, the tank's about to fucking die. Wait a second. Yeah, Jay, but the other day what I'm saying is I got behind it because I wasn't thinking instead of in it, and the boss still got stunned himself in the ice trap. I did not. So I was shocked by that because I didn't know that was possible. Um, and I'm curious if that's what's supposed to happen. I wanted to see it again. This fucking dude is gonna die. First of all, I've been trying to play catch up with him since I got here. Thought we were gonna wipe. And I'm getting sucked in this damn thing. I can't stop moving to cast. That tank I almost lost my tank. That was not my fault though. Damn, look, this dude got me too. They just don't like healers. They're like back in the day, I guess, where the healers pull everything just by casting a heal or something. That's what it feels like. Love it. Trying to figure out where my damn totems are. Giga, what do you play? I don't know if you already said. I'm sorry if I forgot. You're fine, Jay. I'm really curious if that ice block thing wasn't a glitch or what, because we have had glitches kind of like that, bugs and stuff. Trying to think of another bug there was that actually. Oh shit, that's my fault. Forgot can't run into these guys, huh? I love the chamois stun totem. Uh-oh, my god. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Bro. Shit. I almost got knocked off the edge. Hey, Kobaltus. What are you up to today? Good morning. What time is it for you? I really feel like the damn tornado is always chasing me. Oopsies, I pulled that dude. Sorry. Like spawned right on me. Working. Yeah, my sleep schedule's the same way. Yeah, you can run with me. I'm on my chamois. I'm not 90 yet though. I'm I'm halfway there. So I don't know if you need regulars or heroics, but I can't do heroics yet. Okay, so these ads, I cross them into each other. Oh, yep. Okay, okay. And then this damn thing hurts. Yeah, let me know if you're leveling to 90 or if your tune is already 90. Because I'm not 90 yet. But yeah, if you want to run some, I'll run some with you. Already 90. Okay. I'll hit you up when I'm 90 then. If you want to run some. So I guess those green things we probably should stay out of. I don't even remember. Uh-oh, sorry, bro. I got pants. Oops. I still don't have a new cloak or a new belt at all, like at all. And I'm almost 90. My freaking belt is still like, oh my God, of course they did this. I don't know why they would pull such a large mob. These mobs hurt. It's like boss. You gotta put like cooldowns and stuff for it. Yeah. I wonder why it's not showing my earth shield or my riptide on my heal block for people. I don't like that. Because yeah, my riptide. So I think in combat it's not showing, or it just wants to do it whenever it wants. I hate that. Yeah, so in combat it's disappearing, which is the most important time you need to see where your heals are. Um, I think it can help with healing because in your downtime, like I use it right now on my chamois, because in my downtime I can just spam the one button and it'll do lava bolt, lightning bolt, and flame shock. So I like it for my chamois healing. A nice thing about it too is like when you first go into the group, it'll tell you that you need to use your well, usually I don't think it did today or I wasn't watching. But if I was watching, it'll tell you to use your like your group buff, which I didn't do. The Sky Fury. Uh, I think it's useful. I'm gonna have it on my bars on all my tunes, whether I'm actually actively using it or not. But I'm gonna use it for all my new tunes until I can learn the rotation, see what it's suggesting, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna keep it for now because I want to kind of keep my eye on it and see how it does. At first, it wasn't working properly because I checked it out on my rogue and it wasn't doing my rogue's rotation right at first. But then I guess after the patch or a different patch that they did, it fixed it. But it still doesn't do everything. You're gonna have to do your own cooldowns. Like for the rogue, it doesn't do like mark for dead or whatever it's called and other stuff like that. Like you have to do it yourself. And if it's not on the bars, it won't do it at all. So, I mean, you still have to kind of have a clue. That's what that's my understanding. I could be wrong and they could have changed things since I looked at it last. But yeah. I use it for my monk sometimes as well. Um, it really just depends what's going on. But it is cool to have a button that will just do everything for you instead of having 1,000 keybinds. You know what I'm saying? So I like that part of it for sure if you need to. But like I was saying earlier to someone, you know, I know that it sounds like they made things easier by doing that, but they made other things a lot harder. And you still do have to know what you're doing. But you are penalized a little bit for using it, I believe. It's like 3 millisecond extra long cooldown, global cooldown or something. I don't know. I don't know if you can really tell or not. No, so no, it doesn't do any healing for you. It's only DPS stuff. Yeah, it doesn't do anything like that, just DPS. It'll remind your rogue to put poisons on though, and it'll remind you of your like raid buffs. So I like that aspect just to see what it does suggest. But no, it doesn't do any healing at all, and no like actual cooldowns or anything that you need to like place where you want. Just the main like stuff. And honestly, if you had stuff on your bars that you shouldn't have, it'll probably use it. Which so I think people still probably need to know what they're doing and learn it. They don't need to rely on it because it could really be screwing stuff up too, though. Treasure Hunter achievement. Nice. I spent so much time in the Void Storm. Uh, yeah. But the last few days I've been so lazy and just taking a break from everything. First, I was kind of burnt out with the PvP, and then the last few days I've been burnt out with questing dungeons, just not really sure what I want to do, just bouncing around. I am so close to 90. 2, 4, 5. Let's go again. I'm going to get 90 before I log off today, for sure. I have to. But yeah, I wonder if I got any of that Void Storm achievement stuff, Treasure Hunter. Um, so pants, no, not really. I don't know the DPS at all on the chamois at all. Nothing. So if I switch to it, I would have to, I guess, scan Wowhead or Wiki or whatever and kind of get an idea, put the bars together and use a single target assist until I learned it. I have no idea. I just like healing classes. I love healing. It's a whole different type of game and challenge to heal. I really like that. But I am going to learn the DPS specs, at some point for sure. But I just don't enjoy DPSing. So unless I really, really had to, I do not want to. And I'm not like, even though I want to raid right now really bad, if a group won't take me as a healer, then I'm just going to keep waiting until I find one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to DPS. Um, so they've done that before. Everyone keeps saying like how cool that is that the earth shield and the water shield are together, but they've actually done that before. Or it was a talent years ago when I played where you could have both of them active on you. So they've made it now, or maybe they took it out and now they have it where if you put it on the tank, it also applies it to you, I think. But they've had that before, so it doesn't really surprise me that much. Breakfast, yummy. Okay. Oh, nice. Bro, yeah, someone said that Healing Rain wasn't viable probably in Mythics, and I've been throwing that down just on my regular dungeons, and it helps a lot already. So I'm really shocked that people are saying Healing Rain's no good because it actually feels really good to me right now. I use it constantly. And I've already like tested that. I'm like, how is it not good? I like it. It's good. So if it's getting a buff, it's going to be even better. Yeah. Hmm. I want to probably raid on my chamois, raid on my monk for sure. And I don't know about the other. Oh, my evoker was supposed to be my main. Because when I tried to come back at the end of Dragonflight, I made an evoker and started healing on it immediately in mythics and stuff. Before I realized I couldn't play because my computer blew up. But I thought it was so much fun to play the evoker. But for whatever reason, as soon as it came down to playing the expansion, I backflipped on what I wanted to do and didn't do it because I was going to do my evoker first, and if I didn't do it first, it was definitely going to be my second, and I didn't do it. It's going to be my fourth probably, and maybe not even. It's really fun to play the evoker healer because it's nuts. But so is the mist weaving right now. It's like so like complicated a little bit. I think it's just because they haven't been around that long, and people, even though people are good at them, they don't have it where they can play with their eyes closed, like, like like a chamois that's been around for 20 years. I think it might be something like that because the evoker's so fun, or it was. When we got the patch notes and all that changed at the end of the expansion here recently, I went over it and started learning it again, and it's basically the same. Pretty sure it's like just about the friggin' same. Let's see. But yeah, I remember having two shields before, so this one take that. So I hit that twice. Forgot what that does when you do it twice. Oh shoot, they actually both sit there. What do they do? Oh, they're buffing chain lightning too? Nice. So I've been playing my Mistweaver, and since you have to do so much melee DPS at that to heal, it doesn't quite feel like a healer, obviously. And you're going between like standing and casting to melee and chasing and watching your feet and making sure you're by the boss, and then when you can't be by the boss, like it's kind of weird, but it doesn't feel like a healer. But now that I'm playing my chamois, I'm like, oh, okay, this actually feels like a healer, like, so that's kind of nice. Well, I just started playing again, so the way the talents are and the rotations are now is all I know. So, I mean, I was away for 7 years, so I don't remember what Spirit Font or Essence Font was like most recently before the change. Um, but Monk was my main years ago, so it's been real natural to play her. She's my favorite still, though, even though it's. Yeah, she's gonna stay my main, but I wish it was a little different, but that's okay. So on your resto druid, do you do like kitty weaving when you're healing? Because yeah, I've been hearing about that and it makes it sound hard. No, I was told it was like a must. And I was like, damn. So all these freaking healers have to literally weave in between DPSing, and not even just DPSing, but melee DPSing. Like the monk, you have to actually be hitting the boss or hitting something to get, the heals. It's not a must pants. Okay, well, that's really good to know. Because I was told it was. That's why I've been putting off doing my druid because I thought, well, I'm going to suck. It's way too much like skill needed for it right now for me. Learning something new on top of, I don't know. Because when I quit playing the druid, people were talking about that idea. That was years ago. But it wasn't something you saw unless you had downtime. Like you didn't have to do anything like that. It's hmm. I heard it's one of the best healers, Kinsey. That makes sense, Pants. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely, I'm okay DPSing when I can DPS. I mean, I've always been that healer anyway. So it's not like I'm trying to just heal and stand there with nothing to do. So, but I'm just was thinking maybe like it was something that needed to be done for, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I just didn't really want to have things that were like two monks, basically. you know, like if the druid has to like heal kind of like the monk does or something. I didn't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, I agree with that, Pants. I've always agreed with that, though. I didn't even know there was healers that did sit just stand there until people started saying stuff like this. I mean, unless it's mana related, in a bad way, like the things on right now, but also the Shammy's always done a little DPS too, because I don't know if it's now, but Lightning Bolt used to return mana. So we always wanted to be hitting the boss, and that was around forever. Um, Disc Priest, have to hit the boss to heal stuff too. But I mean, I've always, DPS'd on downtime, unless I was mana starved and like trying to like recoup. That's a whole different story though. But yeah, that would be weird just to sit there for no reason, for sure. Glitchy. Yeah, I just heard yesterday that Evoker's going to be one of the top healers, but not for Mythics. I heard. I thought that was kind of cool. So I guess raids. If you run out, it's a DPS issue. You know, yeah, I'm not sure just yet because I haven't played enough to know how that feels. But on the monk, I've heard they can have some mana issues, and there have been a few fights or a few times where I've been like, "Damn, I don't have mana." So that's kind of scary. Guess we'll see. Yeah. Uh oh. What happened to this dude? Just left. It's interesting because we don't have Surge Heal on the chamois anymore. But the DPS class, the DPS spec has Healing Surge. They buffed Shaylin's gift. Yeah, even with melee, I mean, I definitely have to heal Bistweed, but I'll still have mana issues if they pull or it's really I think it's related to our pulls though, to be honest, or people standing and stuff, where I have to like spam really hard to keep them up. That's pretty much the only problem I have now if I run out of mana is just because I had to spam someone to death to keep them from dying. Three more bars. Yay. Oh my god, I can't wait to be 90. I'm so like, Oh yeah, I've been noticing that. Definitely. Or standing and stuff. I'm like thinking, do we get a buff for that? Like you said the other day when you stand in that one thing, you get a crit buff or something? Bro, on the boss with the that does the claws underneath and makes the clones, the one with no horns. Everyone wants to stand in the freaking claw on the floor. Uh-oh, my bad. Um, and I don't understand why they want to do that. When I'm 90, I'm gonna go straight to those quests and try to get that 246 gear. Wow, Lee, I'm so glitchy. Frame rates 13, 12, 11, 10, 12, 13. Oh my god. What is happening? Sometimes when I'm, especially on my monk, I get so focused on my DPS that I forget I'm supposed to be healing. And then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Do you ever do that, Kinsey? Because you can actually, on your monk, you can be at the top of the charts for a hot minute for DPS. A lot of burst damage and burst healing sometimes. Broski, what you doing? Thank you for that. I think he just popped a healing pot. least he was on it. Throwing at bars. So I did play on the beta and I did some mythics and they hurt unless they changed anything. They really hurt. And I was only doing 5s, 6s, and 7s. And they give you top gear. They give you free enchants. They give you free weapons, free everything. You were geared. And it was still hard. So I'm a little nervous about that. So I hope they change things. It does feel way easier though, even on the O's now. So they probably did. Oh wait, where's that dude? I'm supposed to run him into there. I'm not even thinking properly. I'm supposed to run him into this guy. Right? Yeah. I need to remember that. I screwed that up. It's my fault. I forgot. His blades kill his own buddies or something like that. I think after this, only one more dungeon and I'll be 90. Hey, Keely. I want to be able to pull my camera, like zoom it out more than this, but for some reason I can't. Hey, Alex. Hey, Jeff. Shit. Oh, crap. See, that's gonna be deadly. A lot of these little things that just hurt a little bit are gonna like wipe us. I wish the tanks would position the freaking things a lot closer to those orbs though. It leaves a big patch on the ground. Hmm. I don't remember. Yeah, I remember there was something else on the ground, huh? Trying to think. I remember it just being hard. And I died on that. We wiped on that before on the mythics. So, yep. I think the one that maybe felt like the most damage, I'm trying to think as a healer for my monk, was probably the bird that shoots the things with the ice blocks. That really hurts. Um if you're not careful. It will wipe really easy. Mark, I am trying to get this chamois to 90. I have a bar and a half left to go. I think I already did that on this tune. Yeah, well, I have another quest over here, it looks like, but I already did that on this tune, I thought. Or no, I haven't turned it in yet for the week. But I grabbed it. I don't know what that means, crafts. Oh, I can level with my, like the first time level up, like the skill, level up skill. I don't know what you're saying. And then the first craft bonus to learn more stuff. I've been doing that, if that's what you're talking about, yeah. I haven't really done it much on my chamois because my gems aren't priority right this second. But on my alchemist, I'm trying to make sure she's got everything done. She does, pretty much. I think my enchanter is going to be my next priority, and then the jewels, the gems. Thank you, Mark. I only got a bar and a half. Oh my god. One more dungeon and I'm gonna ding. Let me clean my bags. I am so happy about this, bro. Yeah, that's a good idea for more mats. I've actually been thinking about that because I've been leveling, actually I've been leveling this tune with a friend, but I haven't seen them in days, so I figured, I'm just gonna go ahead. I can't really wait. Um, and I haven't heard anything, so I don't know what's going on, but that's what they've been, I've been passing them stuff for their enchanter to DE, and I've been thinking I need to really do that on one of my tunes. I could have an enchanter so I can DE a bunch of crap. That's what I was thinking. That's a really good idea, Pants. And I probably will do that because I don't want to go mining. Well, actually, this is my only miner. Yeah, this one's my only miner. But I have other tunes, and I plan to play more than a couple as like mains. So it's easy to level. Why be a druid miner? My druid is a tailor and enchanter. Do I get some type of bonus or something? This tune, she's been a miner and a jewel crafter since I made her. Same with my druid as tailoring and enchanting. She's been those since I made her. My rogue, leatherworker, skinner since I made him. Alchemist and herbalist for my monk since I made her. The others I don't care so much. I can change those. But these I'm going to keep how they are just because I've already put so much years of work into them. Unless there's like a really good reason for it, I probably won't change these specific tunes. But I have a whole bunch of other tunes I'm going to play in, and I can change those. Less efficient to be crafting with gathering since Warband Bank is a thing. More efficient to have double gatherers since you can farm two things at once. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely take that advice. I have some other tunes. Probably, so my evoker needs something. I don't know if I have anything, but I'm totally open to changing my evoker's professions, my priest professions. Probably gonna do my pally after that as well. My mage needs some. I definitely want to play my mage and warlock, though. They sound really fun. So I'll probably have like 5 super mains. I like to play. Oh, y'all. Okay, so I'll probably make my evoker. She'll be the enchanter, so I can DE, and maybe whatever else you think that would work for me. Mixes. Yeah, I could do that with my evoker's gonna definitely be one of my mains. Out of my healers, I would probably think it's gonna be my monk, evoker, and I maybe chamois, but I'm not sure just yet. Depends. But probably or my priest or pally. I don't know. I kind of got turned off by the druid with everybody saying about the kitty weaving and stuff. So I don't even know. Yeah, Slith enchanting. My druid is tailoring and enchanting, but I'm thinking of like Panta saying here on Twitch, I should probably make another tune and enchanter so I can DE stuff, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to just kind of look at that then before I decide about the druid because that's kind of made me like rethink leveling my druid next, like as like one of my healers. Slip, do you have like Twitch and Kick and stuff? Because if you do, I'm also over there. If I don't know if you like other platforms more. Sometimes I know I've been hearing that a lot lately. Also, I love the follows just for that as well. But if you have them. And I'm Mana Maiden 1723 on everything. Yeah, some people that I've met on TikTok, when they found out I had Twitch, they stopped watching me on TikTok and they watch me on Twitch. They were like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like Cole bought this over here too. A handful of them have actually switched. But it's your preference. I'm just saying because a lot of people say they don't like sitting on a certain app. They feel like there's like a vibe to each app or something. I'm new to even using them in general, so it's all a learning curve for me. There you are. See how easy that was? So are you in the game yet or are you still off doing stuff for work and everything? Oh, does it? See, that I hear, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I haven't heard that comment yet, but I've heard other things like the UI and um you know what? I think I actually have heard that. I have heard that. The mic is not as fuzzy or something. I can't remember what the exact comment was, but yeah, you're right. You don't have Kick anymore. So not Kick as KIK, not the messaging app, the KICK streaming app. There's technically two Kick apps. So when I say Kick, I don't mean the messaging Kick app. I mean like the streaming app. Kind of like Twitch. Oh, it's blowing out your speaker. It's funny. Oh yeah, so yeah. I haven't even heard of the Kick app, the KIK one, in years. But that's just a messaging app. That was a little bit of a shady app, if you ask me. I don't know if it's still around or not. I wonder. Okay, I gotta do this next dungeon. Just taking a freaking minute to just breathe. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. See, I'm glad you said that then. I really am. But no, not the shady app. Not the shady messaging app. Kick is literally just like Twitch, basically. It's for streamers. Also, there's Trovo, um, as well, but I think it's not most people I think in the United States don't use it, but there are a lot. But I think the reason we don't talk about it is because it's not really here or something like that. I don't know, but I use it anyway. But for whatever reason, it doesn't show my streams online. I think it only shows them on mobile, and then it doesn't save any. So it's literally like garbage right now, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, Trovo. It's if you were to look at Trovo, it's mostly like people like in other countries, but it's English mostly, but they're from other parts of the world. Okay, I need this ring. Second. I wonder. So I like to farm a lot of mounts sometimes. And I've been saving all my gear that has speed on it. And I'm going to try to make a set just for speed. That way maybe farming dungeons will be faster. I don't know if this is a thing or what, but I thought it might be cool if it actually worked. And